Hi everybody, this is Markus Schlögl from Pilz Product Management and talking about the recently released PASmulti editor within the system PSS 4000. So this is going to be mainly a sort of commented presentation, so sit back and enjoy. Now when looking at the PASmulti, there is some questions arising. So what is PASmulti? Is it just an advanced PinoZ multi configurator? Or maybe it's a structuring guide, a structuring tool for IL code or other 61131 programs within the system PSS 4000? Or is it a Pilz in-house or a self-contained programming language? So let's look at the different properties of PinoZ multi and PASmulti to find out if PASmulti is an advanced PinoZ multi configurator. So coming from PinoZ multi program structure, we have a flat structure made up of several program pages, forming a huge workspace. Looking at the PASmulti, we have a hierarchical structure made up of blocks, and those blocks are nested in multiple layers to set up an application. Looking at the signal type, within the PinoZ multi there is only Boolean signals, where within PASmulti, as with any editor within the PSS 4000 system, we named it any type, so any variable type supported by the system can be used in the PASmulti editor. Looking at program connections within the PinoZ multi, we have a connection point. We have a connection point at the block borders, and we have connection points to define connections between program pages. Looking at the PASmulti, at the first step there is a connection point at the block border, very similar to the PinoZ multi, but there is two additional connection points. There's a parameter point and a process image point, which leads us to the I/O capabilities and the I/O programming capabilities within those editors. Within the PinoZ multi configurator, once you drag and drop a block from the palette to the workspace, you have to decide which hardware I/O connector you want to use for this block. In the PASmulti, there's a more abstract way, because we're working on program variables, and the connection between the physical hardware input or output and the program variable is done at a later stage in the project. That's what we call mapping. Looking at the system functionality of those different systems, within the PinoZ multi we have a sort of fixed configuration function blocks. That means there is a set of function blocks built into the system. You can't change it, you can't combine those function blocks in multiple ways to set up your application. And going forward to the PASmulti and the PSS 4000 system, of course there's a set of predefined function blocks, of Pilz predefined and certified function blocks. But we call it dynamic program blocks because you are able to program your own function blocks and sort of to extend the functionality of the predefined blocks with your own setup blocks. And within the PSS 4000 system we have failsafe and standard resources to run respective applications, where in the PinoZ multi there is a failsafe resource only. Looking at the graphical user interface, we find them to be very similar, having a project tree on the left-hand side of the screen, a central working space, and a palette library part of the screen on the right-hand side. Now the second question is, PASmulti is a structuring guide, a structuring tool for IL code. So looking at the top-down approach to set up an application, we sort of start with describing a task into functional units, or in our case in functional blocks, with of course some signaling in between those different function blocks, and of course, as I already told, there's a function block hierarchy within the system, so even inside a block we can have multiple blocks going to the next level, but we don't need knowledge of the sub-functions. So from a top-level approach and an abstract point of view, just naming the functionality, setting up the hierarchy of the functionality, setting up the different levels, and at the very bottom we end up in the sub-functions, programmable with predefined PASmulti blocks or PASmulti structure blocks, and you even can set up your own function blocks and reuse them within PASmulti, maybe programmed in PASIL or any other future 61131 language within the system. This takes us to the approach the other way around, so-called bottom-up, and this leads us to the question whether PASmulti is a PIL's in-house or self-contained programming language. And you will find all language elements which are defined in the 61131 available as multi-blocks. So you can define your own blocks by setting up with all those programming elements available in the PASmulti palette. So you set up your application by combining predefined blocks, the programming elements available in the PASmulti editor, and maybe your own blocks programmed in a different programming language. So all in all, we just came across the three questions. Well, PASmulti is at least an advanced PASmulti configurator capable of doing more things than the PASmulti configurator. It is a tool for structuring programs, tasks, applications, and it is a programming language providing all the predefined functionality you need for setting up an application. Sure, there is more to come on this, so stay tuned. Bye.